guys to another video. Hopefully you guys have been good. I'm trying to be consistent, but stuff has just been happening. I know, like on the stuff I've been on the stuff I've been talking about. I was gonna say happening, but my brain just gave out right there. But I've been busy on a lot of stuff, and then I just started work, which I'm very happy about. But first, how are you guys doing? Hopefully, you guys are doing good today. Hopefully, you guys are doing good in school, life, work, wherever you guys are at. And like I always say, if you guys are going through some tough times, hopefully you find this video enjoying and fun to watch, and relatable in some way on the stuff I talk about. Obviously, you guys know that I'm here if you guys need to talk to someone. I know sometimes people just rather keep it to themselves or private, but sometimes it feels good to let me turn this off.
Are you stuck in the tube?
Yeah, my bad. I was on TikTok. Okay. I know it feels good when you talk to someone about the stuff you're going through. Obviously not everything, but just talk about it. It doesn't have to be discreet. As long as you get some of it out, you'll feel good. Because I've been going through some stuff, and when was the last video I posted? I think it was like a week ago. And things have happened. All that stuff that was going on, that's been going on with me. The first week when that happened, I just felt, shitty. I just felt bad, and within like half a week, I started feeling a little bit better, slowly. But then, I said, you know what? Because I didn't know when that happened to me, when she left. What's it called? And I know I don't have to be talking about this stuff, but it does make me feel good. I know some people are gonna say, well, why are you telling us this, or keep your private life to yourself. But it feels good to me. It feels good for me, talking about this, releasing this out. Because at the same time, I could hear it, and learn from my mistakes. I'll kind of be sitting here online to where I could come back one day and watch the video, and then I'll remember the stuff that happened, and I'll learn from my mistakes. Which but going back to what I was saying, obviously, I didn't see her, and then I just started thinking about her a lot. I was just, 'cause she just left. She really didn't tell me nothing. Just said, it's not gonna work out. Which I feel shitty because, imagine you're happy, kissing, you hang out, you go eat, you go up into the mountains, hike, all happy, lovey-dovey, and then out of nowhere just leaves, just leaves completely. I don't think it's gonna work out, and then just leaves. It's like, man, that feels so terrible. But I thought it was just because of her life over there and my life over here. And I said, I gotta go convince her. That it does work. And I did, saw, because when you break up with someone or they break up with you, I think either way, you end up getting curious. You go back and look at their stuff, and I kept looking at her stuff, and then I saw that she posted a video on TikTok that she was in an airplane. So I was like, oh, she's leaving, this and that. And what's it called? I said I gotta go, look for her, because I was talking to a friend, and she told me, just go look, go, convince her. It never hurts, take some flowers. So I did that, I took some flowers. It was about to be Mother's Day the next day, and I took 3 flowers for her, for her mom, and her sister. And I went, she was there, and I felt a little bit of hope, because I've been, praying and, just trying to be positive, and I went and talked to her, and then she just told me blatantly, she doesn't feel the same way. She doesn't love me. I guess basically, she said that she can't love me the same way I love her. She just can't. She just said, hopefully you can find someone that can love you the way you love someone, and I just can't do that. And she said that we just don't have the same lifestyle, and I kept begging her. I know, obviously, no is a no, but I just wanted to. I wanted to because at that moment, I was so attached to her. I was in love with her, even though it was a year. And that's the problem that I have, that I move too fast. I fall in love quickly. So, I mean, this is the second time it happens. I let my guard down, but I'm gonna learn it the hard way, again. So, I'm learning. Next time, I mean, that's when, what's it called? That's when, what happens, to a lot of good guys. They're good, they're too good, That's what, the good guys finish last. That's what they say. And, I mean, obviously, I wasn't like, I don't know, it's just a bunch of stuff. And, I mean, that's why a lot of people that are good, kind, end up turning into, you know, people that don't have emotions, So when they end up finding another girlfriend, they're like, oh, why you're like this? Well, blame my exes. But going back to where I was at, I know I haven't been doing much. I'm trying to remember what I was doing last time. I think I ran out of material, but I went to go look for her. She told me that I was talking to her, begging her, and she just told me that, and I kept repeating it. So I was all like, I think I did tell her. I think I didn't want to ask her, basically saying, like, so what, like, you don't love me, or But I don't think she didn't want to say it. I know I feel like there's a bunch of stuff, because she would tell me, it's not just one thing, it's a bunch of stuff, but she never wanted to tell me. I don't know why. I don't know, it's because it would hurt me, or, because I've always been good to her. The thing is, I learned my lesson the first relationship, to not let them walk over me. And I was going to be more, dominant, and, basically a man now, you know. And, I mean, I ended up letting my guard down, and I mean, it's basically like I was walking eggshells. I would try not to hurt her. I would just be very submissive, like, I'm sorry, this and that, which kind of makes me look like a wimp, I guess. And I don't know what she would think of that. I don't know. It was a bunch of stuff. I just wanted the best for her, and I didn't want to hurt her. There's times where it would come out, and that's when she would get like, you know, upset. But I mean, it's logical stuff. Like I would talk to her, like, not aggressively, but like basically getting her in trouble, saying, um, like, let's talk about this. This is this and this. It's going on, and you can't be like that. And I mean, probably that's why too. There's just something over there. I think I went over there before. Let me fix this shovel. And you know, that's a bunch of stuff. She never told me. She always would say, it's a lot of things. It's not just one thing. So it does bother me a lot that she never told me really. And she told me, she told me ever since I got back from I got back from the U.S. and she went back to Mexico. She told me when she was over there that she felt, that it wasn't gonna work out, but she was just gonna wait and come over here to see if it could work out, if we saw each other. I was thinking, so I didn't tell her, but I was all like, later on, I was like, so that's why she was shitty to me. I was over here, suffering, wasting my time. I could have been, I don't know, so much stuff, because I mean, me, I'm a truck driver, so I was putting that job aside because I was all like, I don't want to go out of state. I'd rather just stay here so I could, be with her, and so and so. And I mean, look what happened. I never told her that, but I mean, it's a shitty feeling. I mean, I don't know what to say. Where else am I trying to say? But yeah, that happened. So she didn't want the flowers, so I just left, and she just told me, I could offer you my friendship, but that's about it. So I'm like, okay, we could be friends then. And then I texted her saying I forgot what I said, but um, I basically told her I would wait. She would tell me there's a bunch of girls. I told her, I could wait. I want to wait for you, but the more obviously once I went home and which this was basically on Friday I think or Thursday before Mother's Day. Yeah, before Mother's Day, which was last week I guess. I came home and I felt good. I felt good because I took off a lot of uh, I guess regrets. Like if a lot of stuff that I thought was my fault, which I guess it wasn't, because she said, it's not the distance, it wasn't this or that. It's just I don't feel the same way, which I guess she doesn't like me. Which it's a shitty feeling because it made me think, so all those stuff that she was doing, kissing me, hugging me, telling me, this and that, was it all fake? Was it her just trying to, like, like trying? It's like, you know, I started, I didn't want to, but I started building hatred. And I don't want to, but it just started making me see her a different way. That's why, I always say, like I said in the last video, just be careful who you get with, And I'm gonna learn from this a lot. Each time you learn and learn, but I'm gonna learn a lot from this. I'm gonna change. But so that happened. So I just started feeling better. I started focusing on myself. I'm starting to stream more on Twitch, on TikTok. Hopefully, I just want to be successful in this so I could live a happy life. Retire my mom. But I'm just grinding right now. Then ever since that happened, a lot of good things started happening to me. I mean, on the streams, I did start, kind of doing a little tiny bit good, which I mean, there's like a couple people. But I'm gonna keep on focusing on that. And what's it called? I got called back to work, which I was so happy. I went yesterday, and what's it called? I was happy the whole day, and then today I just felt shitty because the whole time I was with her, I wanted to find a job so I could buy her stuff and just talk to her about it. Just be happy. I was kind of bummed out today. I couldn't stop thinking about a lot of stuff. Sorry about that. And I wanted to just focus, but I couldn't. It was kind of hard today because I'm happy, but it's like, who am I gonna talk to about this? She's not here for me to oh, I got my job back. I'm loving it. It's just shitty. So I mean, at the same time, like I say, karma's. Sorry for my language. I'm trying not to cuss, but karma's a bitch, and uh, you know, if she had bad intentions, using me or stuff like that. I mean, it's gonna come back to her, and I'm not trying to think like that. I'm not trying to think negatively. I'm hoping her the best, but that's how I feel like the world works because I mean, look, ever since all this stuff has been happening, I was sad and everything. A lot of good stuff has been happening. I got my job back, and then out of nowhere, um, uh, every job started calling me. But I was like, no, I already got my job. So I'm like, this is has to be my year. I gotta focus, grind, and make her regret it. Which that's the mentality you guys need to have. Guys and girls, just grind, improve yourself, make yourself better, so they could regret it. And I mean, I feel like that's a toxic way to think about it too. I don't know. Like, I want to stay positive. I don't want to be like, oh, they're gonna regret it, this and that. But yeah, they'll eventually regret it someday. I mean, it's not gonna be now. It's not gonna be anytime soon. But they'll regret it someday. I mean, you try to give them everything. You're nice to them, and then so I mean, if they ever get with someone and they're abusive or they're gonna be thinking about you. They're gonna at that point though you're gonna be so moved on that like, oh hey, like, goodbye. Probably not like that, but oh, how you doing, this and that. All right, well, see you. All right, not even see you, just have a good day, goodbye. And then you'll be fine because you've improved on yourself, you worked on yourself, you worked out, you ate healthy, you got a better job, all that stuff. What I do need to do is, okay, let me come this way. Mm-hmm. So the stairs are right here, so let's come this way. I'll remove from here, so it'll be that, and then I think it would be like right here, I guess. So like this. I think I have the volume a little bit too low because I can't hear nothing. Or actually, too here. Okay, hold on. Let me do this. So two. Okay, do that. Come here and then audio. It's like 50. Sound. I can do this music. Okay. But yeah, I mean, all this stuff has happened. I think I was just trying to catch up. I think that's it, though. What I was gonna tell you guys was been going on with me, but I've been happy. I mean, just gotta move on. But like I said, guys, if you guys are going through stuff, any type of thing, the comments are free. I'm here. I'm always, not always, but I'm usually like here and there looking at them just in case someone needs to talk about something. So yeah, and then especially if you guys want to talk to someone throughout the day or at night, sometimes I'm streaming. You guys could hop on and we could talk, distract ourselves. But damn, my voice is kind of going out. Let me get some water. Hold on, let me skip this part. Yeah, I feel better. Okay. Okay, so how am I gonna do this? But yeah, guys. I think I forgot a part. So yeah, I mean, like I said, karma's a bitch. So I'll come back. I mean, that's what I'm not trying to think like that, like, cause then I feel like that's me thinking negatively, and I don't want to be thinking like that. But I mean, I don't think she has gotten a job ever since. Cause I mean, the reason she came over here was to get a job, and I don't think she's had a job. I'm hoping she has. I'm not a bad person, but I'm hoping she has. So. Cause then if not, then damn. But that's the way life is. If you don't treat someone well, then it's not gonna treat you right either. So let me see, cause I'm gonna have to fix this. But I think I'm done talking about some of this stuff. I just wanna. There's a lot of stuff I wanted to get out. But right now I'm on grinding mode. I just downloaded not that long ago. What's it called? Black Ops 6. Which I've been playing. I said it. I told myself I wasn't gonna play it just because I kind of gave up on Call of Duty. Just because I'm gonna pick that up. Just because Call of Duty's kind of been dead for a while. For like, obviously not dead. People play it, but I'm saying like, just it hasn't been the same. But I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna download it. I've actually been having fun, like with the movement and all that stuff. But then I was playing it like a couple minutes ago, and some dude was using like this crossbow or I don't know, like explosive, which I'm like, okay, you see, like that's what kills the game when you start adding stupid shit that's just like pay to win. I don't know, OP, and it's like annoying. It's like why bother playing? It's like I don't even want to play anymore. But yeah, guys, let me see here. I did record some of it, so I'm gonna upload some. Like I'm gonna edit it and I'm gonna just upload it like a music video how people would did back in the day. I don't know what music I could use, but I will be using that. I'm just hoping I can make it in this I don't know, I guess you would call it hobby, in this lifestyle I want to be a content creator. I'm hoping I can make it and be able to what you call be successful, help my parents pay the bills, retire my mom. I mean, that's a dream of mine. And also mainly entertain people. Oh, not even mainly. I mean, it's kind of hard to entertain people. I feel like I'm not that creative in that part, but I mean, I mainly want to. I mainly just want to make people happy and have someone to talk to when they need someone to talk to. Because I know a lot of people don't have someone to talk to, so I want to be that person, and I want to build a community to where people could, pull their up and have someone to talk to. Because I mean, this life, this world is very, very cruel and not friendly. So it's always good to have someone to talk to. Okay, I need to see how I'm gonna do this. So go like that. Okay, let me see. I think I should take this off. Okay, let's do that. So I can have a little bit extra break. But yeah, work has been going good. I mean, it's chill right now. Obviously later once the season starts, it will become hectic. But for right now, it's just chill. So I'm gonna try to get out as much videos as I can. I might pre-record some stuff so I could just upload them. I might do that. Like a bunch of stuff so I could. Oh man, sorry about that. So I could just upload them while I'm working. So I mean, I would have to upload like a month. Not even a month, actually 2 months of footage, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, I've been consistent on my streaming though. I was streaming every day right now since I started working. I streamed yesterday. I mean, what I did was I actually set a schedule for myself. So, because before I would just stream randomly on Twitch, but then once I got my TikTok and followers, likes, and all that stuff, I did pay for it so I could like the promotion. I kind of regret paying for some of it, but I did it so I could go live. But so what I would do is I would stream on TikTok in the mornings, like around I don't know, like 10, 9, 11, 12, like around the hours where people would be taking their lunch, people would be at schools, kind of peak hours. And then I'll stream later on when the kids would get out of school, like around 3, 2, I don't know, 4. People get out of work and all that stuff. Mainly the kids, though. I'll stream on Twitch or either TikTok, but then I'll stream on Twitch again later on at night. So like 3 times. It's mainly 2 times a day, but sometimes I'll pull, another 3 times. But yeah, yeah. I've been kind of consistent on that, but I did stream yesterday, and I'm streaming right now, but it's just I don't know why my internet's kind of bad. I think I just need to go reset the box. Now how to mute that, guys, so you guys can't hear it. Okay, I'm kind of wasting time here, but because I'm only going to be doing this for 30 minutes, which is 20-minute mark already, so put that right there. Can I sneak it? So, if I do it like this, I don't know. No, it would have to be like this. Be right here. I'm gonna throw that one. Which I could do another one. Man, I thought it was getting dry out. Okay. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do right now that I'm working, I think I'm gonna be recording like straight up 30-minute videos. I know the last 2 videos were like an hour long, but I'm gonna be recording like 30-minute videos. And then I'll try to like, cause I'm pretty sure I don't work Fridays. I mean Saturdays and Sundays. So Friday I'll record like I don't know, 2 videos, 3 videos. Have those pre-recorded so when I'm working, I could put some out. Just edit them and then put them on the video for the day. That's the only way I think I could think of doing it. But yeah, man, I just want to, be able to thrive in this, be able to make it, be able to make people happy and laugh. Be able to build a strong, loving community. Enderman. Well, I'm almost at 30-minute mark, so I know I didn't really do much, but that's how it's gonna be for these videos. I just feel like when you're barely starting off, this you should keep it short, just so people could sorry about that. I had a yawn. I keep yawning. Just so people could, not get bored. So, I don't know, like, depending on the type of video, keep it like, let me see, I don't need copper. No, depending on the type of video, like, for example, Minecraft does take a while, so I'll keep it at like 30-minute mark. And if depending on what other videos are, like the video that I record for Call of Duty is gonna be probably like 10 minutes, probably even less. Okay. Yeah. Man, I can't stop yawning. Well, hopefully you guys have been okay. Hopefully you guys have been, what's it called? Happy. Yeah, I gotta be happy. I need to actually fix that part over here. The one thing I don't have is here, let me see here. I could throw them in there. I'm gonna end up forgetting one day, but that'll be fine. Let me see. So you come through, then you go like that. Okay. So all I gotta do now is just kind of knock this stuff down. Yes. I'll keep it like that. Or I'll have to see how I do this part. I think I'll do it in the next video. I haven't really been playing Minecraft that much. The only times I've been playing is like when I'm going to record it. But it's because I've just been, like I said, busy. I've been trying to keep myself busy, which that's what you should always do if you're having a bad day, you're at a tough time, you're going through a tough time, just, try to distract yourself. Go for a walk, go for a run. Try to stay healthy, just think positive things, because all that stuff, when you're thinking positive, you're happy. Obviously, don't, try to ignore the stuff that you're going through, because life tries, sometimes stuff happens in your lifetime that, it's not meant to, just be ignored. It's always, better to kind of confront them, accept them, and just learn from them. Because that's how you become a better person and a strong person too, emotionally and mentally. But yeah, so it's 30 minutes. Alright, so I gotta end it here. That's how it's gonna have to be for now, but hopefully you guys enjoy this, short video. It's fine. Hopefully you guys are entertained. I'm gonna stop talking about all that stuff. Here and there I might bring it up, but kind of, just I'm just trying to find something to talk about. But I want to keep it positive, I don't want to keep it negative, but sometimes, stuff happens that you need to let it out to make yourself feel better. you know, and so other people could come in and if they hear it, like, oh, I'm having a bad time too. You know what? I can relate. Let me type in the comments, which, like I said, they're there for a reason. So I'm here for you guys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Have a good day. Be safe out there. Improve yourself. Go work out. Just walk. You know, go outside. Try not to be inside your house too much. If you're going through sometimes, because that's what happens. When you when people are going through tough times, sometimes they just stay in their room, which is not healthy. It's not good. Go out for a walk. Walk for like a couple minutes. Just accept things how they are and move on. Depending on what you're going through. Obviously, sometimes you can't, but I appreciate it, guys. I really appreciate it. For anyone that's watching this video, thank you so much. All my love goes out to you, and I'm here for you. If you're having a bad day, you could come and talk to me, and I'll try to see how to make you happy. But if you enjoyed the video, you know, you guys know what to do. Just hit that like button, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Love you guys. Goodbye.